Dave, let's move to the UFC.
Okay.
You're a resident expert. Conor McGregor has been a superstar for the last 2 or 3 years.
No.
But before there was Conor McGregor, there was BJ Penn. He was the first to become a 2-division champion before he retired after a brutal beatdown by Frankie Edgar. Has not won a fight since 2010. And it looks like we might see Penn in the octagon again soon. Recently, he was quoted saying, "But my best shot at 38 years old, if you really wanted to ask me, I want to get one more world title and to try to get 3 titles, that weight class being at 145. Who owns the 145 right now?
That'd be Jose Aldo. I look at this, Scotty, and I mean, yes, pump the brakes. Because BJ Penn, I love you, you're a legend. You had some issues in the last couple of years that have kept you from this comeback that we've been hearing about for about 2 years. What'd you say? Hasn't won a fight since when? 2010? Are you kidding me? I watched Frankie Edgar manhandle you twice in a row, and that was years ago, Scotty. Why should we believe that BJ Penn, who hasn't won a fight in the octagon in the UFC in 6 years, not only come back, but come back and win a 3rd title in a different weight class? It doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense. Look, BJ Penn, if you want to come back, I don't even want to say cool. I'll say okay, all right? But nobody wants to see you be a shell of yourself because we already saw that. And that's why you left. And now somehow you're going to come back and be better and win another weight class?
At 38?
Pump them. Pump those brakes, BJ. And I know, I've heard, you might need to make a living, so I can't hate on you for that. If that's why you need to come back, then I get it.
And the money's a lot different now, 6 years later.
I get that. So if he wants to do it for that reason, that's fine. But if you really have visions of grandeur, and great athletes do, and he's a Hall of Famer, right? That I can do this again. I think that's your mind playing tricks on you. And sometimes you need to be smarter than that what I used to have gene that says I can go flip that switch one more time. BJ, these guys are young.
Right.
They're hungry. And they're not going at you go, oh, BJ Penn. Nobody's scared of you anymore. Certainly, Frankie Edgar wasn't 6 years ago. Nobody's going to be scared 6 years later.
Speaking of youth, Yair Rodriguez is who he's scheduled to face in UFC Fight Night January 15th, who's 9-1. It's not, could that be ugly?
Yeah, it could. And again, Rodriguez is a good up-and-coming fighter. And BJ Penn, if you can't beat Rodriguez, what makes you we'll find out. What would make you think that after that we could go forward and try to win a 3rd crown in 3rd weight class? I love it. I love the ego. I love the bravado. It's not realistic.